Okay. Heidi, welcome to class. Heidi, how's it going?
Hello, nice to see you again.
You too. How was your day today?
Today it's still a little dark. Getting brighter.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah. So it's super early there. I'm I'm used to teaching class in the
5,
morning. I didn't.
5 a.m.
Huh? Yeah. Okay. Well, what are your plans for today?
Yesterday I started studying mathematics, algebra. It was very fun. I
Okay.
studied over 3 hours. Then I remember. I remembered a lot. Today
Okay.
I will continue that.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. I started studying math a while ago again, and it's a nice feeling. It's,
Actually, in Japan, we learn every word in Japanese. So I'm studying in English, so it's very fun.
oh wow. Cool. Yeah, nice. And Ksenia, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hello, everything is fine, thank you.
Nice. That's good to hear. Um, what'd you do today, Ksenia?
It was a day off, but I'm tired because I had a lot to do in my home and something like that.
Okay. Nice. And who else do we have? Jonathan, how's it going with you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. And Jonathan, I don't know if I've had you in class before. Is this your
Yes,
first class with me?
like 2 times before.
Okay. All right. And where are you from again? I don't quite
Puerto
remember.
Rico.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, it's good to see you again. What was your day like? What'd you do today?
I just relax here with my family.
Nice. Okay. Um, yeah, good. And Aras, how's it going?
Thank you. I'm fine. And how are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. I don't think I've had you in class before, Aras.
Yes, it is the first time we met here.
Okay. Nice. Good to meet you. Where are you from, Aras?
I'm from Turkey.
Okay. And how do you pronounce your name? Am I saying your name correctly?
And it is Alaz.
Alaz.
Yes.
Okay. Alaz. And what do you do in your free time? What do you like to do for fun?
Well, it's my holiday. I'm working as an engineer, and I've been reading all the day at home, reading
Okay.
books, magazines, and searching internet.
Searching the internet.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And again, good to meet you. Carolina, welcome to class. Carolina, how are you doing?
Hi, teacher, I am doing well. And you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. Um, and Carolina, what was your day like today? What'd you do?
Nothing special, teacher. I am at home, relaxing, watching TV, studying English, and no more. Nothing special today.
Cool. Um, nice. And Wellington, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Doing well. Got a new picture, Wellington.
Yeah, I changed it. I took a photo and I changed a little.
Sweet, looks cool. Um, yeah. And Wellington, what'd you do today?
Today I was in a home of my father-in-law, far from my home, like 600 kilometers from my home. So the connection here is a little slow, but it's okay now.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds all right now. Okay. And who else do we have? Mauricio, welcome to class. How's it going, Mauricio?
Hi, fine, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, good to see you again, Mauricio. Mauricio, what have you been up to today?
Um, I think, actually, I don't remember. I already wasted my time all the day.
Oh no.
Webbing, surfing the internet, playing video games, and maybe reading some
Okay. What'd you read?
news, stuff like that.
All right. The news. Sweet. Um. Okay. And Javier, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. And you?
Doing well. Javier, have I had you in class before? I don't recognize your picture.
No, I'm new in your class
Nice. Where are you from, Javier?
from Mexico.
Nice. Okay. And what do you like to do for fun? What do you do in your free time?
Mostly taking pictures, photography.
Sweet. Okay. What do you like to take pictures of?
Second,
What do you like to take pictures of? What do you take pictures of?
well, I used to do fashion, but I like taking of anything.
All right. Cool. Um, really good. And I think that's everybody. Let's get started with today's story. So we're gonna read a story by William Carlos Williams called "The Use of Force." Can everybody see this? Is it big enough?
I don't
Yes,
think
it
so.
seems.
Bigger?
Yes, for me it will be great. Yes,
Okay. How's that look?
fine.
Okay. You can even try to string it out a little bit. Okay. And where should we start? Let's start with Alaz. Alaz, can you read the title until sometimes?
Okay. The Use of Force by William Carlos Williams. They were new patients to me. All I had was the name Olson. Please come down as soon as you can. My daughter is very sick. When I arrived, I was met by the mother, a big, startled-looking woman, very clean and apologetic, who merely said, "Is this the doctor?" and let me in. In the back, she added, "You must excuse us, doctor. We have her in the kitchen where it was warm. It is very damp here sometimes."
Good. Okay. Can you repeat use?
Use,
And then we've got apologetic.
apologetic,
Good. And merely?
merely,
And is this the doctor?
is this the doctor?
Good. Really well done. Okay. And let's have Carolina, can you read the next paragraph?
Okay. When I arrived,
The child.
okay, the child was fully dressed and sitting on her father's lap near the kitchen table. He tried to get up, but I motioned for him not to bother. Took off my overcoat and started to look things over. I could see that they were all very nervous, eyeing me up and down distrustfully. As often in such cases, they weren't telling me more than they had to. It was up to me to tell them. That's why they were spending $3 on me.
Good. The child was fully dressed.
Rest, rest.
Um, not to bother. Not
Not
to
to
bother.
bother, not to
Good.
bother.
Eyeing me.
Eyeing me. Oh my God, eyeing me.
Yeah, eyeing me up and down.
Eyeing me up and down. Eyeing me up and down.
Distrustfully.
Distrustfully.
Good.
Distrustfully. And what is the meaning of distrustfully?
So it comes from, so we have three different parts. We have dis and
Uh-huh.
trust and fully.
Mhm.
So One, the fully part, it just means it's an adverb. It's how she's doing something. What's trust mean?
Reliable.
One more time?
Reliable.
Yeah. So like, if you trust somebody, you rely on them. Trust is like reliance and like the feeling of safety you get from somebody. Yeah. And then dis is negative, so it's like kind of like not. So what's this trustfully mean?
I can trust in my I don't know. I can trust.
Yeah, so it's like she eyed him apparently without any trust, like without trusting him. So kind of doubting him or being scared of him. Okay.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay. Giulietta, can you read the next paragraph?
The child was fairly eating me up with her cold, steady eyes, and no expression to her face whatever. She did not move and seemed unworldly, quiet, an unusually attractive little thing, and as strong as a heifer in appearance. But her face was flushed, she was breathing rapidly, and I realized that she had a high fever. She had magnificent blonde hair in profusion, one of those picture children often reproduced in advertising leaflets in the picture section of the Sunday papers.
Nice. Let's look at inwardly.
Inwardly.
Huh? Strong as a heifer.
Strong as a heifer.
Yeah, strong as a heifer. I think that's a German word actually. And leaflets.
Leaflets.
Yeah. Any questions here?
Yes, what does unworldly mean? And heifer and leaflets.
Okay, so what is unworldly? Inwardly.
Oh, inwardly.
Can you repeat inwardly?
Inwardly.
Yeah, so if you think of like inwardly, it's like into yourself. So if you're like looking inward, you're looking at your like core, your personality. So she seemed like inwardly quiet, so maybe like a really closed off person to others, perhaps. A heifer, a very strong female. Um, so yeah, comparable to the size of a cow, I suppose is what it is. I'm pretty sure it's German. It's not used too often, but it's not uncommon. Is there another? Heidi, can you read?
She's had a fever for 3 days. I began the father, and we don't know what it comes from. My wife had given her things, like people do, but it don't do no good. And there's been a lot of sickness around. So we thought you'd better look her over and tell us what is the matter. As doctors often do, I took a trial shot at it at the point of departure. Has she had a sore throat?
Right here at the fever for 3 days, began the father, and we don't know what it comes from. Can you read?
She had a fever for 3 days, began the father, and we don't know what it comes from.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And
I don't know, but it don't do not do. Why it don't do? Not doesn't do. It
perfect. It should be doesn't. It's
and the next
the
with
person talk way of talking. So that generally people, yeah. Again, so this is just it's the way that they're speaking. So based on how they're speaking,
and the thought.
what do you deduce from this family?
What thought? So we thought what thought? I don't know. You'd better look.
A trial
What does
shot?
it mean? What does it mean? No. I read the third line. So we thought a dot
Yeah, we
THO
thought.
apostrophe T.
It's like, so we thought you better have a look at her. It's just the way of speaking. It's a accent. So
Then what does it mean in the right way?
Okay. Javier, what does the accent of this family tell us about them?
Sorry, I didn't hear that part. Okay.
So what Heidi's pointing out, it don't do no good, and we thought you'd better look her over. What's this tell us about the family?
Well,
Or Jonathan? Oh yeah, Javier.
but it don't do no good.
Sorry.
Thought you
Thought you'd better. Do maybe what's the accent that this it tell us about the family?
Sorry, I cannot. I heard your words, half of your word. I don't know if it's my internet or is your or
Okay. Okay. Jonathan, can you hear me? Or Ksenia, can you hear me?
We can hear, but not all. So your voice
Okay.
is breaking.
Okay. Okay. Well, not really sure. Yeah. Well, yeah. So hopefully it gets better. I'm not sure. There's not much I can do here. I'm right next to a
For me,
router.
it's good.
Okay. Well, does anybody know what the accent tells us about the family? Does anybody know?
They're
They
not.
Old English.
Yeah. So they're Old English. Are they? What else does it say? It don't do no good, especially this part. What else does it tell us?
Informal, American.
Yeah, I mean, informal. Are they educated?
no.
No,
Yeah, so they're pretty uneducated. Um, they're poor is kind of what we get from it. So they're uneducated and poor. Um, and yeah, okay, good. Let's have Javier. Can you read this part?
both parents answered me together. No, no, she says her throat don't hurt her. Does your throat hurt you? Added the mother to the child, but the little girl's expression didn't change, nor did she move her eyes from my face. Have you looked? I tried to, say the mother, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
Continue?
nice. Good. Really well done. You did a great job. Jonathan, can you read until throat?
Um, have you look at? I tried to.
Oh,
Okay,
starting.
okay. As it happens, we had been having a number of cases of diphtheria in the school, to which this child went during that month, and we were all quite apparently thinking of that, though no one had as yet spoken of the thing.
And the next paragraph too.
Okay. Where I say, suppose we take a look at the throat first. I smiled in my best professional manner, and asking for the child's first name, I said, "Come on, Matilda, open your mouth and let's take a look at your throat." Hello.
Just try.
I think you lost him.
Yeah, maybe.
It seems his internet connection is bad.
Yeah.
He's lagging.
Hey. Yeah, and it actually might be something with my computer. I'm not sure about this. Um, but can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. And right, I'm just trying to get the verbling back up. Okay, and sorry, I think we were with Jonathan. Can you read this paragraph as well?
I smiled in my best professional manner, and asking for the child's first name, I said, "Come on, Matilda, open your mouth and let's take a look at your throat."
Nice. Okay. So diphtheria. Can you repeat diphtheria?
Diphtheria?
Huh? And we were all, quite apparently, thinking of that.
We were all quite apparently thinking of that.
Good. Nice job. So just getting that pause down. But really well done. Really
Okay,
great pronunciation. It sounds smooth, Jonathan.
thank you.
Ksenia, can you read until hurt you?
Yes. Nothing doing. Oh, come on, I coaxed. Just open your mouth wide and let me take a look. Look, I said, opening both hands wide. I haven't anything in my hands. Just open up and let me see. Such a nice man put in the Martha. Look how kind he is to you. Come on, do what he tells you to. He won't hurt you.
Nice. Okay. Good job. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay. And Mauricio, can you read these next two?
Uh, what's the first word? Sorry. At
Ah,
okay. At that I ground my teeth in disgust. If only they wouldn't use the word hurt, I might be able to get somewhere. But I did not allow myself to be hurried or disturbed, but speaking quietly and slowly, I approached the child again.
and this next one too?
Okay. As I moved my chair a little nearer, suddenly with one cat-like movement both her hands clawed instinctively for my eyes, and she almost reached them too. In fact, she knocked my glasses flying and they fell, though unbroken, several feet away from me on the kitchen floor.
Nice. Quietly.
Quietly.
Uh-huh. And Claude.
Uh, Cloud, like cloud is like you keep your finger contracted.
Yeah. So like cats have claws, which are just like sharp nails.
Okay.
And so the idea of clawing at somebody is kind of like trying to scratch them with your hands. Yeah, kind of contracted.
Okay.
Um, yeah. And any other questions here?
I forgot to ask you about what is this diphtheria?
Diphtheria. Okay, does
Diphtheria.
anybody know what diphtheria is?
Yes, it's a virus caused by microbes from dirty hands, dirty fruits, something dirty.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's a bacteria. Yeah, it's a bacteria. Um, but yeah, caused by dirty hands, dirty things. And it affects your throat. So your lymph nodes swell up and your throat is really sore and it's like covered in a pussy kind of thing. But it's really
Thank,
dangerous.
thank you. I don't know.
Yeah. And where are we? Okay. Wellington, can you read until you?
Yes. Both the mother and the father almost turned themselves inside out in embarrassment and apology. "You bad girl," said the mother, taking her and shaking her by one arm. "Look what you've done, the nice man. For heaven's sake, I broke him. Don't call me a nice man to her. I'm here to look at her throat on the chance that she might have diphtheria and possibly die of it. But that's nothing to her. Look here," I said to the child, "we're going to look at your throat. We're old enough to understand what I'm saying. Will you open it now by yourself, or shall we have to open it for you?
Good. For heaven's sake, I
For
broke it.
heaven's sake,
Good. And you're old enough. You're old enough.
you're old enough."
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And let's have Araz. Can you read the next paragraph? The next two paragraphs.
Not a move. Even her expression hadn't changed. Her breaths, however, were coming faster and faster. Then the battle began. I had to do it. I had to have a throat culture for her own protection. But first I told the parents that it was entirely up to them. I explained the danger, but said that I would not insist on a throat examination so long as they would take the responsibility. If you don't do what the doctor says, I will have to go to hospital, the mother admonished her severely.
Okay. I told the parents.
I told the parents,
Mm-hmm. You'll.
you'll have to
Go to the hospital.
go to the hospital.
Really good pronunciation of admonished. Let's look at severely.
Severely, severely.
Perfect. Carolina, can you read until himself?
Okay. Oh, oh yeah, I had to smile to myself. After all, I had already fallen in love with the savage brat. The parents were contemplative to me. In the ensuing struggle. They grew more and more abject, crushed, exhausted, while she suddenly rose to magnificent heights of insane fury, of effort bred of her terror of me. Oh my God. The father tried his
Sorry.
best. The father tried his best, and he was a big man, but the fact that she was his daughter, his shame at her behavior, and his dread of hurting her maiden, he released her just at critical times, when I had almost achieved success, till I wanted to kill him.
Good. Okay, some tough words here. Contemptible.
Contem-
Contemptible.
contemptible, contemptible, oh,
And then ensuing.
ensuing, ensuing,
Object.
abject,
Hmm.
abject,
Crushed.
crushed,
And surely.
surely, surely, surely,
Made. Made him release her.
make him release her.
Hmm. Good. And does anybody have any questions here? Uh,
What does crushed mean?
crushed. So we have like a couple. Well, there's a one meaning of crushed. It's like you crush a bug. It's like squish and like flatten. Um, so crushed emotionally is kind of like flattened emotionally, not having much, like not feeling very good, really. So if you're crushed, maybe you'll be crushed after you just failed your important English exam. You feel
Mm.
crushed. Um, so they're like abject and crushed that she's acting the way she is, and that she's in pain, kind of. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I
And
have question about bread. It's slang or is it's normal word? Word.
brat.
Word. Yes, bread.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in common language now. I imagine you would find it in the dictionary if you looked. Brat. Yeah,
Mhm. Okay.
yeah, like an ill-mannered child. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
Ensuing.
Ensuing, like the following.
Mhm.
Anything else? Okay. And let's have Judith. Can you read until me?
But his dread also that she might have diphtheria made him tell me to go on, though he himself was almost fainting, while the mother moved back and forth behind us, raising and lowering her hands in agony of apprehension. "Put her in front of you on your lap," I ordered, "and hold both her wrists." But as soon as he did, the child let out a scream. "Don't! You are hurting me! Let go my hands! Let them go, I tell you!" Then she shrieked terrifyingly, hysterically, Stop it! You are killing me!"
Good. You forgot un, so in un agony
In an agony.
of apprehension.
Apprehension.
Hmm. It sounded like you forgot of, let go of me, or let go of my hands.
Let go of, let go of my hands.
Good. Shrieked,
Shrieked.
terrifyingly.
Terrifyingly.
Nice. Really well done. And Heidi. Well, actually, does anybody have any questions here?
Shrieked.
It's screamed, kind of. It's like a really high-pitched scream.
Mhm.
Any other questions? Okay. And let's have Heidi, can you read until, um, yeah, read until the again?
Do you think she can stand it, doctor? Said the mother. You get out, said the husband to his wife. Do you want her to die of this diphtheria? Come on now, hold her, I said. Then I grasped the child's head with my left hand and tried to get the wooden tongue depressor between her teeth. She fought with clenched teeth, desperately. But now I also had grown furious at the child. I tried to hold myself down, but I couldn't. I know how to expose a throat for inspection, and I did my best. When finally I got a wooden spatula behind the last teeth and just a point of it into the mouth cavity, she opened up for an instant, but before I could say anything, she came down again and gripping the wooden blade between her molars, she reduced it to splinters before I could get it out again.
Good. Desperately.
Desperately,
Yes, desperately.
desperately.
Close, yeah. You're pronouncing an extra syllable that looks like it's there that's not desperately. Desperately.
Desperately.
Good. Perfect. Okay, and Javier, can you read the next two here?
Are not you ashamed? The mother yelled at her. Are not you ashamed to act like that in front of the doctor? Get me a smooth-handled spoon of some sort, I told the mother. We are going through with this. The child's mouth was already bleeding. Her tongue was cut and she was screaming in wild hysterical shrieks. Perhaps I should have desisted and come back in an hour or more. No doubt it would have been better, but I have seen at least two children lying dead in bed of neglect in such cases, and feeling that I must get a diagnosis now or never, I went at it again, but the worst of it was I too had I too had got beyond reason. I could have torn the child apart in my own fury and enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to attack her. My face was burning with it.
Good. Um, yelled.
Yelled,
Aren't.
armed.
Aren't. Aren't you ashamed? Um,
No, no.
good. Huh?
Desist.
Yeah. Desist. Desisted. Desisted.
Desist.
Good. And let's have Jonathan. Can you read the next two?
The damned little brat must be protected against her own idiocy, one says to oneself at such times. Others must be protected against her. It is a social necessity, and all these things are true. But a blind fury, a feeling of adult shame, bred of a longing for muscular release, are the operatives. One goes on the end. In final In a final unreasoning assault, I overpowered the child's neck and jaws. I forced the heavy silver spoon back of her teeth and down her throat till she gagged, and there it was but tonsils, covered with membrane. She had fought valiantly to keep me from knowing her secret. She had been hiding that sore throat for 3 days at least, and lying, 1 second, to her parents in order to escape. Just such an outcome as this.
Nice. Look at damned.
Damn,
Damned. Damned little
damn,
brat.
damn little
Must.
brat. Must,
Fury.
fury,
Uh, um,
fury, fury.
unreasoning.
Unreasoning,
Overpowered.
overpowered,
Forced.
forced,
Gagged.
gagged,
And covered.
covered, covered,
Membrane.
membrane,
Nice.
membrane. Okay.
One goes on to the end.
One goes on the end.
One goes on to the end.
One goes on to the end.
Good. And let's have Ksenia. Can you read the last sentence?
How truly she was furious. She had been on the defensive before, but now she attacked, tried to get off her father's lap, and fly at me while tears of defeat blinded
Good.
her eyes.
Perfect. All right. And Ksenia, what happened in this story?
Girls knows that she have a disease like diphtheria, and she was afraid to tell this to her parents, and that's why she didn't want the doctor to look into her throat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Mauricio, what happens with the doctor?
The girl doesn't want the her parents to know she has diphtheria, so I try to keep her mouth shut all the time, turning aggressive and hysterical.
Uh-huh. Okay. She's a little girl. Um, so yeah, Mauricio, what happens with the doctor? The doctor's like the most important really character here. Like, you
Oh
know.
yeah, the doctor try to check the girl's throat, but he got attacked the first time at the eyes. That broke his I think that broke his
Glasses didn't
glasses.
break. They fell off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then he tries to open the mouth with a wooden. What's the name of the thing?
Tongue depressor?
Yeah, wooden underpressor.
Tongue depressor.
Tongue depressor. Okay, tongue depressor. But she bite it and break it.
She beat it.
She bites it and breaks it.
Mm-hmm.
Till the mother the girl gives him a spoon. I think yes, it's a spoon, and he he can finally see her throat covered with the tonsils.
Her tonsils are
Okay,
their
tonsil covered with
lobes.
membrane. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. With
The point is the doctor is a bit ashamed because uh, he can stay calm with with a little girl, uh, and uh, and he gets angry. Uh,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Um, Wellington, what do you think the doctor? I mean, what would you have done if you were the doctor, Wellington?
Sorry, I don't understand. What do you do? Okay. What? Maybe I think I had applied a medicine. I don't know the name in English. In Portuguese, calmante, to tranquilize the girl.
Okay.
And how do you use, yes, medicine to tranquilize the girl. And after a time, I come back to see her.
Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
think this way the fight would not be necessary.
Would not have been
Would
necessary.
not have been necessary. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Really well done. Good job. Um, okay. And yeah, does anybody have any questions or comments about this? Um, okay. And maybe, Alaz, do you think what the doctor felt is a common human feeling? This frustrated anger. Do you think that's a common human feeling? To like how he wants to use force?
Well, it seems that uh, he experienced some bad things in the history. He has seen dying child, dying children
Mm-hmm.
in front of him, and he he doesn't want this to happen again. So he is inwardly thinking and struggling with himself and with the girl. Um, he, he's I think he's doing the right thing, and he's trying to balance the force, and he's he doesn't want to use the extreme force, but he does want to cure cure the girl's illness, so he doesn't want the girl to die.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
No, do you have something else to say?
Sorry?
Was there something else you wanted to say?
No, no. It's
Okay.
okay, I think.
Okay. Adela, welcome to class. Adela, how's it going?
I'm fine, thanks. I connect so late because the class was full. Sorry.
No worries. Okay. Well, it's good to have you. Yeah, sorry again, you're a little bit late. All right, Carolina, what do you think here? Is his use of force moral? Is it right or is it wrong?
I don't agree with people use the force. I think that there are another way to obtain that what you need. I don't
To
know
obtain.
if to obtain what I wanted. For example, if the doctor maybe try to calm that child with some kind of injection.
Okay. And I mean, do you think that calming the child with an injection is like it's a different type of use of force? What is it, to do something against somebody's will forcefully, whether they're calm about it or not? It's really, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Does anybody else have anything to add, or do they want to add? Any ideas about like the immorality of it? Giulietta?
I think that uh, he felt like mm, challenged by the girl, and he used his force and his power because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's really good. Where do you think it says this idea of being challenged by the girl? What brings that to mind for you in the writing? Do you remember anything specifically?
When the girl stood there with her eyes on him, when she threw out his glasses, um, when she screamed.
Huh? Okay. I think you're right. Maybe what about this idea of his detesting the parents?
Yes.
And I had already fallen in love with a savage brat.
Yeah.
So this like idea of loving her, this idea that she is a beautiful child. She would have been in the newspapers, um, in the photos of the newspapers. Um, yeah, she's what is it?
The beginning, I think.
Yeah, I think for sure. I'm looking for this idea of her. She rose to magnificent heights of insane fury. This idea of being challenged by something that is almost attractive is part of the reason. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go to this next one, and Heidi left. Okay. Well, maybe we can still talk about this because we're just about out of time. Jonathan, what do you think about the story in general?
I think that uh, is something that happens uh, a lot in the doctor offices
In
and
doctors' offices.
doctor offices. And but I think that he he could use another um, method to treat the girl, like giving her a candy or something like that.
Hmm.
And when she eat the candy, he can see her throat and see what she have in her throat.
He could have seen, or when she ate the candy, he could have seen her throat.
Her throat.
Yeah. All right. Nice. All right, and I think that's good. Maybe Heidi, can you read the title and the first part of the first paragraph? Oh, never mind. All right, Ksenia, what do you think?
About this girl and story in the
Yeah.
whole, honestly, it seems like me in my childhood
It
because
sounds.
I was uh, almost like this child. I didn't allow the doctors do something with me,
To do
to
things
do to do
to me?
things to me. Yes, and they had to how to say catch me with
They
my
had to catch.
parents. And
Yeah.
in this way only they could do something. But almost I just ran away from their cabinets and ran. So it was
Yeah.
really difficult to catch me.
Oh no, that's terrible. Yeah, okay, good though. Really nice answer. Um, yeah, I would love to talk about this a little bit more. We are just about out of time. I've got another class starting up right now. It's about math. If you guys want to join, I'd love to have you. I'm not sure if it's full or not. But thank you guys for coming in. Adela, sorry I came in late. Alas, great to meet you. And everybody
Thank
else,
you.
have a good day.
Bye,
Thanks.
teacher.
Bye,
Thank you
Bye.
very
guys.
much.
Bye bye.